Good morning and welcome. So happy you're here on this beautiful summer day. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is here and now present, all around us, in us, and through us. For that's how God gets into the world. We are God's hands and feet, hearts and voices. We are one with God and can never be separated from all that God is. So it's from this place of oneness I speak a word of blessing on our time together, knowing that all the love, life, light, power, peace, beauty, harmony, and joy of God are present, and all is well. So be it, and so it is. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Welcome to Unity Des Plaines, a positive path for spiritual living. My name is Marnie Chilstrom, and I'm serving as your platform assistant today. Please take a moment to silence your phones, and thank you for that. And now I invite you to stand as you are able and to join us in our congregational song.
I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
All right.
This week we're blessed to have our spiritual leader, Megon McDonough, with us today. Her talk title today is Between Why and What If? Understanding the Present Moment. And we'd like to welcome and thank our musicians, Char Jackson and Megon McDonough. And now the chaplains, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mary Ellen.
And I'm Ruth.
And we are your prayer chaplains today. So if anyone would like prayer afterwards, we are here, and it's truly our honor to pray with you. So if you would join us in our vision statement, we are here to empower an evolving consciousness that spiritually transforms the world through an awakening oneness. And now our invocation, I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge your presence and your power, O blessed Spirit. In your divine wisdom, now erase my human limitations, and from your pure substance of love, bring into manifestation my world according to your perfect law.
We would like to give a heartfelt welcome to our newcomers. If this is your first time here, please raise your hand and keep it raised. Our ushers will bring you a welcome packet with information about our church and a contact card. Any newcomers? Not today. The daily word, surrender. Spiritual surrender is my path to peace. It's natural to have ideas and preferences about how things should be and to work towards the results that I want. But I can exhaust myself if I attempt to exert control over my life's circumstances. In fact, the more I try, the less control I feel I have. Releasing the illusion of control, I practice spiritual surrender. So much more than giving up, surrendering my efforts and my hopes to the divine within me is an act of empowerment. It means living my faith that God is in and through all things. It means trusting that there are outcomes better than the ones I have imagined. I surrender to God's peace and perfection within me. I give up trying to control outcomes and relax, welcoming serendipity and ease. Surrender is on the way. And the Bible verse is, my child, give me your heart and let your eyes observe my ways. That's from Proverbs 23:26. And now let's prepare for meditation by singing our meditation song.
I am that I am has sent me to this moment. Here I am that I am has sent me to this moment. Here I am to be the voice, to be the heart through which heaven is made known on earth, to be the voice, to be the heart through which heaven is made known on earth. I am that I am has sent me to this moment. Here I am that I am has sent me to this moment. Here I am to be the voice, to be the heart through which heaven is made known on earth, to be the voice, to be the heart through which heaven is made known on earth.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm here to have meditation time with you. So please close your eyes and allow yourself to just rest in your chair. Set your intention that this time, as in all time, you are one with God. Envision the energy of God that is within you. Envision it as a light, because you are always one with God, made from God, surrounded by the energy that is God. So in this gentle peace, just allow your body to rest and focus on your heart, the center of your heart. And if you can, picture a light. Picture your life energy. All that you are is light. You are divine light and always will be. So allow yourself and this light to expand within you, knowing that you are one with God, Creator. And as you are one with God, you may invite, I need to feel more of my God presence. God, be with me even stronger right here, right now. And just allow yourself to receive as effortlessly and easily as you breathe. You inhale life, and with every breath you take, you're accepting life and grace. And this energy fills every cell, every organ, every membrane, every bone, every joint. And you're filling more and more with divine light, allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself peace. Accept more and more of your true being, always one with this divine light, divine grace. As you accept yourself as light, as one with this divine energy of grace and forgiveness, compassion. Let your mind go way back, sitting on your shoulder. You heal, you love, you live through your heart. Your mind helps with daily tasks, but it's your being that lives and creates. And the more you allow yourself to be the light, be the divine being that you really are, you will see your life and situations more and more clearly through the eyes of the divine. Allow yourself to forgive yourself. Allow yourself to feel the grace that's always in you. Letting go of limiting thoughts and feelings, old memories, old behaviors that doesn't suit you well. And any time you're frustrated, afraid, or in stress mode, just sit down for a minute and close your eyes and breathe. Call upon the energy of Creator God. and ask to be reminded again. Fill me with your light. Help me remember all that I am. And breathe. Exhale as deeply as possible. Letting go of the old and receiving new, fresh energy. Allowing yourself to be at peace with yourself. Feeling joy. And as we say thank you, God, for all that I am. Thank you for all that I share with others. Thank you for the life that I am living right here, right now. I am grateful. And I am grateful for my body and my life and all those in my life. I am so grateful. Exhale. And just gently bring your awareness back to your body. Bring your energy back to your physical being. Knowing that the light in your heart, the light of your soul, is always, always with you, and you are always one with God. Bring your awareness back to your physical body. And gently, as you're able to, open your eyes, moving your arm or your leg, your head, bringing your awareness back.
Thank you, Elizabeth. That was lovely. This is a song I wrote, a couple of years ago after reading a friend's memoir. Yeah, you're on the other side of the roughest road you'll ever ride. And the chances that life gave to you were few, damn few. But now, lovely, what you say and do have no sunlight between the two. Your walk and talk are one with you, a true tattoo. And you're stronger in all the broken places. You no longer start or end the fight. You surrendered, try to find the traces of anything covering the light. It seemed that girl was heaven's way of saying, brother, it's your lucky day. But her soul was one that couldn't stay true to two. Yeah, everybody's made of sand as we're slipping through the ancient hand of an unhealed past, that barren land we all go through. But we're stronger in all the broken places. We no longer start or end the fight. We surrender to find the traces of anything covering the light. As you let everything beyond you be beyond you, and start forgetting everything you think you know, you'll find the souls that you were always meant to bond to, while the other souls that come and go, let go. Yeah, you're almost on the other side of the roughest road you'll ever ride, with a heart that never needs to hide what's true for you. Your bones are healed and set aright as the marrow of truth seals them up tight, and you step into the quiet night, 'cause you are new, and surrender to all the broken places, 'cause you no longer have to fight the fight. You surrender to try to find the traces of anything covering the light. Step into the light. Step into the light. Step into the light. Thank you. Some songs just come through. That's a lovely thing. The ones you don't have to work at. Let me get my library here. Oh, thank you. I love my angels. Thank you. And good morning. You know, we always love having newcomers. Well, because we love when people come, newcomers. It's lovely having family, unity, community here. But we like to give cars away to all our newcomers. And so any chance we get to do that is wonderful. How are you? How's everybody feeling? Yeah. How's your summer going? Yeah, it's been interesting, hasn't it? Yes, I just returned from 5 days of being with what I call my wisdom council in Maryland at my sister Bren's, who is the greatest cook I know. Yes, I think people who feed people are king. I think they are king. I was able to finally visit I had been to Washington, D.C. many times, but I was finally able to visit the Lincoln Memorial this time, and it was an extraordinary feeling. How many people have been to the Lincoln Memorial? Many of you. Just being in the district and being in the presence of that. I loved seeing how many kids, how many tourists were there. From many lands. There are still people coming to America to Washington, D.C. I was also able to go to the National Gallery and to the Portrait Museum. And when I saw the portrait, the first one of, George Washington, it was astonishing. It's sort of an indescribable feeling to be in the presence of the age of the portrait, and just the sheer feeling of pride, of sadness for how I thought it was, and how it is now, how it seems to many of us, because it really is greatly changed beyond recognition. But America has been through a lot, and this is not the worst thing. It is just come at a time that we all are paying attention, more attention, certainly. One of the portraits in the museum, because it wasn't all presidents. One of them, certainly one was John Lewis. And it's a beautiful portrait, and it is unfinished. You can still see sketch marks, but it is presented anyway, because John Lewis's work is not finished. And that was inspiring. So today I'd like to talk about John Lewis. I was also able to participate in a rally. Yay! I'm a kid from the 60s, so, Yeah, baby. Here we go. Yeah, it has come full circle. We are called to the front lines now. So it was a John Lewis Good Trouble rally. It was fantastic. People showed up because people are really, they're actively angry. They're not mad, but they're angry, and they're concerned, and for good reason. Nothing can stop the power of a committed and determined people to make a difference in our society. Because human beings are the most dynamic link to the divine on this planet. John Lewis, from Across the Bridge, Life Lessons and a Vision for Change. Of course, this is the month, the Power is Understanding this month. And so I wanted to quote, "No one ever attained spiritual consciousness," this is from Charles Fillmore's 12 Powers of Man, on the Understanding chapter. "No one ever attained spiritual consciousness without striving for it." Certainly John Lewis, Martin Luther King, and so many of our leaders really strived for that, for spiritual consciousness, worked for it. Spiritual understanding shows us that the resurrection of the body from death is not to be confined to Jesus, but for all men, for all people who comprehend truth and apply it as Jesus applied it. He had the consciousness of the new flood of life that comes to all who open their minds and their bodies to the living Word of God. And he knew that it would rise in the atomic vibration of his organism above the denigration thought currents of the earth, and thus would save his flesh from corruption. This is heady, but when I think of the march and the work that these people did, they were beaten. They were beaten and physically harmed and kept going. When Jesus told the Jews he discerned what he discerned, they said that he was crazy. And in parenthesis, he has half a demon. it said in the Bible. One who teaches and practices the higher understanding and reality of man's relation to the creative law is not sane from the viewpoint of mortal man. So as we know here at Unity, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, that we are all divine, that we all are expressions, divine expressions of a higher power. When the higher understanding in Jesus proclaimed, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my word, he shall never see death," they took up stones to cast him. His startling claim of the power of the word of truth to save one from death is beyond all human reason. And it is resented by the material thoughts, which are as hard as rocks. It is hard to change my mind because the grooves, because of the negativity bias that we all have, many times, it seems like I'm saying this every Sunday, but starting the minute I wake up, what if, or why, why? Why is really depression for me. If I get into why, my vibration plummets. If I get into what if, it's anxious. I'm so anxious. Well, what if this happens? What if? So Jesus did not let the limited race thought about man keep him from doing the works of spirit. Neither did John Lewis and the American founders. How they kept going, because they had a vision that we are all free, that we should all prosper. America is the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. He knew that the light of truth had risen in his consciousness, and he was not afraid to affirm it. Many times I've been afraid to say what I feel, what I think, and especially so many people are afraid now that they will lose their jobs. One thing that we noticed being at the memorial, the restrooms were all closed and in sort of disrepair. There's no more national park care. So that's gone. It looked a little down at the heel because those people have lost their jobs. He was not afraid to affirm it. He went right ahead, healing the sick and teaching the truth as he saw it, regardless of the traditions of the Hebrew fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He kept the light shining in his consciousness by being loyal to it and making for himself the highest statements of truth that he could conceive. The Christ mind, speaking in him, said, "I am the light of the world." And from John Lewis, "You are the light. You are a light. You are the light. Never let anyone, any person or force dampen, dim, or diminish your light. Release the need to hate, to harbor division, and the enticement of revenge. Release all bitterness, hold only love, only peace in your heart, knowing that the battle of good is overcome, evil is already won. Hold only love and peace in your heart does not mean shrink, does not mean knowing that the battle of good to overcome evil is already won. Well, that's what we teach here. See it already accomplished. See the end result of our vision for our lives. I heard this morning and really wanted to presence it. 5 months ago, into its unprecedented dismantling of foreign aid programs, I've spoken about this before, the Trump administration has given the order to incinerate food instead of sending it to people abroad who need it. Take a breath. This is hard to hear. Nearly 500 metric tons of emergency food, enough to feed about 1.5 million children for a week, are set to expire tomorrow. According to current and former government employees with direct knowledge of the rations. Within weeks, 2 of those sources told me the food meant for children in Afghanistan and Pakistan will be ash. This will come to revisit us in ways we have no idea. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes. I don't know what to say to this. And our tax dollars paid for that. They're biscuits. They're biscuits. Or they were biscuits for children who are starving. Another one of my heroes is Father Greg Boyle. This is a marvelous book, Tattoos on the Heart. He is a remarkable soul who went to Los Angeles to work with gangs. And I wanted to read one of the stories in the book. Let there be peace on earth, let it begin with me. Let children be fed around the world who are starving, let that begin with me too. So he's working in East LA with gangs, and he starts Homeboy Industries because what these people really want and need are jobs. So he talks about this one fellow. Willie crept up on me from the driver's side. I had just locked the office and was ready to head home at 8 p.m. This is an expletive I can't say from the pulpit. It starts with an S. S, Willie. I say, don't be doing that. Spencer, gee, he says, my bad. It's just, well, my stomach's on Ikali. Empty. Kick me down with a 20 bones, yeah? Do you have 20 bucks? Dog, my wallet's a scally. I tell him, a dog is one upon whom can rely. The roll dog, the person who has your back. But get in, let's see if I can trick my funds out of the ATM. Willie hops on board. He is a life force of braggadocio and posturing, a thoroughly good soul, but his confidence is outsize. That of a lion wanting you to know he just swallowed a man whole. A gang member with a peripheral one at best. He wants more to regale you with his exploits than to actually be in the midst of any. In my mid-20s, Willie is a charmer. in his mid-20s, excuse me. Willie is a charmer, a quintessential homie con man who's apt to coax money out of your ATM if you let him. This night, I'm tired and I want to go home. It's easier not to resist. The Food for Less on 4th and Soto has the closest ATM. I tell Willie to stay in the car in case we run into one of Willie's rivals inside. Stay here, dog, I tell him. I'll be right back. I'm not 10 feet away when I hear a muffled, hey. It's Willie, and he's miming the keys from the passenger seat of my car. He's making over-the-top key in the ignition sonalis. The radio, he mouths, as he holds a hand cupping his ear. I wag a finger, no cale. Then it's my turn to mime. I hold both my hands together and enunciate exaggeratively, pray. Willie sighs and levitates his eyeballs. But he's putty. He assumes the praying hands pose and looks heavenward. Cara sanctua. I proceed on my quest to the ATM, but feel the need to check in on Willie only 10 yards later. I turn and find him still in the prayer position, seeming to be only half aware that I'm looking in on him. I return to the car, $20 in hand, and I get in. Something has happened here. Willie is quiet, reflective, and there is a palpable sense of peace in the vehicle. I look to Willie and say, you prayed, didn't you? He doesn't look at me. He's still and quiet. Yeah, I did. I start the car. Well, what did God say to you? I ask him. Well, first he said, shut up and listen. So, what did you do? Come on, G, he says. What am I supposed to do? I shut up and listened. I begin to drive him home to the barrio. I've never seen Willie like this. He's quiet and humble. No need to convince me of anything or talk me out of something else. So, son, tell me something, I ask. How do you see God? God, he says. That's my dog right there. And God, I ask, how does God see you? Willie doesn't answer at first, so I turn and watch as he rests his head on the recliner. Staring at the ceiling of my car, a tear falls down his cheek, heart full, eyes overflowing. God thinks I'm Fermi. To the homies, Fermi means could not be one bit better. Not only does God think we're Fermi, it is God's joy to have us marinate in that. Regardless of what anyone is doing, in our nation's capital, around the world, we're always going to have that. But I cannot not know this. I can no longer say, oh, that's for somebody else that's way bigger than me. I guess what's not bigger than me is this. For each of us to know this is going on. And I gotta say, I think there's been enough working on myself time. I've had, doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop, always not trying to be better, but looking for more light. How can I help? Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. But Anita, last week I heard when we were saying the prayer for protection, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches through us. I turned to her and I said, I love that. Because to say the power of God watches over us is a separation. Watches through us is, we are seeing this. Let us not see this. And do, maybe on a local level, what we can do. We have a food pantry. There are people starving right here in Des Plaines, in Mount Prospect. There are hungry kids here in Mount Prospect. It's a lot to take in, and it's overwhelming. That's okay. A little bit at a time, we're going to lean into this. But I love today's daily word, and I wanted to close with it, because I think this is what this time is calling for. It's calling me to get out of why. But I just had a year of, wow, remembering a lot of stuff that came up, because I was ready. I was ready to look at, ooh, yeah, that happened. That was intense. I had sort of pushed it down the road because I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready. I'm ready to know that this is happening. Grrr! I hope I stay angry and activated. That's what this is for. Can I change it? No. Can I help? Yeah. But I love today's spiritual surrender is my path to peace. Now, I always thought of surrender as being sort of Nelly, quite frankly. You know, the meek shall inherit the earth. If that's all right with everyone, I'll surrender. It's natural to have ideas and preferences about how things should be and to work toward the results I want. But I can exhaust myself if I attempt to exert control over my life's circumstances. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. Let me keep my side of the street pretty clean. Then I can be of help. But I got to put on my own oxygen mask first. Where am I coming from? Goes on to say, in fact, the more I try, this is me all day, the more I try, the less control I feel I have. Thank God. Let go. Releasing the illusion of control, I practice spiritual surrender. So much more than giving up. Surrendering my efforts and my hopes to the divine within me is an act of empowerment. It means living my faith that God is in and through all things. God is in these biscuits. One way or another, this food, we affirm, is getting to starving children. I don't know how, but I must keep that vision and do everything I think I can. And that takes asking. I surrender to God's peace and perfection within me. I give up trying to control outcomes and relax, welcoming serendipity and ease. Surrender is the way. My child, give me your heart and let your eyes observe my ways. The biscuits were a human way. And if humans are leading the parade, it won't happen. To surrender to a higher vision. And y'all, I can believe in spirit all day. Can I trust spirit? Ooh. That's a tall order for me. Talk about letting go of control. So just a day at a time, just an hour at a time, just 5 minutes at a time, can I surrender to what is the will of God? I love A Course in Miracles prayer. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? Let us this week keep this administration and all the powers that be in our prayers and see them whole, healing, and on their way to feeding the world. Thank you. Thank you. This is a song called Talk to God. It was originally Note to Self. Hang up the phone and talk to God. Go off on your own and talk to God. Or just stay home and talk to God. Then open your heart to hear. Shut down the computer and talk to God. Say goodbye to the suitor and talk to God. Quit trying to be cuter and talk to God. Then open your heart to hear. Oh, talk to God, talk to God. Take that long big God and walk with God. Talk to God, just talk to God. Stop suffering in the shadows. Put down the cookie and talk to God. Don't call your bookie, just talk to God. Bookie, just talk to God. Then open your heart to hear. Ba-dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Oh, talk to God, talk to God. Take that long big God and walk with God. 'Cause right now, you're just sort of stalking God and suffering in the shadows. Hang up the phone and talk to God. Go off on your own and talk to God. Or just stay home and talk to God. Then open your heart to hear. Then open your heart to hear. Then open your heart.
Wow. Thank you, Megan. Now is the time in our service to share your offerings and tithes with Unity Des Plaines. We thank those here in the room today and those who are watching later for all your generous support. Because of you, our doors are open and our church's needs are being met. And we are so very grateful. As our ushers come forward, please hold your gift in your hands and recite our offering prayer together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. We are so blessed.
Ushers, please bring the offering and the prayer box to the front.
We are so grateful for these times and these prayers, knowing that they go forth to do a mighty work. Unity is a tithing church and certainly a praying church. So we know that the love of God indwells all who request prayer, all these tithes. Go forth to do a mighty work, expanding, energizing, presencing love and generosity in the world. So be it. So it is.
We honor and welcome all contributions, time, talent, treasure. If you have time or talent to contribute, please let a board member know how you would like to be involved. And thank you for your generous tithes. In addition to the Sunday collection, checks can be mailed to us, and donations can be made online at unitydisplains.org. And this is a little embarrassing. The lovely pulpit flowers today that I raved about when I came in are from Teddy for me. My birthday is at the end of the month, and she's wishing me a happy birthday with love always and forever. Remember, you too can be a flower angel. Pick your special date. We have sign-up sheets outside, just to the right-hand side of the fireplace. It's a wonderful thing. The flowers are great. They last a long time. Sign up in the lobby. The fee's $35, and they are yours to keep after the service. Announcements. Sunday, August 10th is our improv workshop with Jimmy Carrane.
Jimmy Carrane's coming.
He's a really big deal, folks. There's a limit in the number of people who can participate. There's a space for 24. There's a sign-up sheet in the lobby. The cost is $25. Jimmy's starting to promote this on his own. So if you're interested, grab your slot now and we'll protect your spot. If you know of anything that is important information, please email the office. I'm thinking of things like, we had somebody who was in a car accident. We certainly want to support them. Please email that kind of situation. And email's easier because it's something that we can then forward to our prayer team, and we can forward to people who are in the need to know. If you want or need to know prayers, support, or well wishes, that's the way to do it. Finally, membership renewal forms have been mailed to your home. We also have some in the lobby. If you can fill them out there. The church would like them returned by August 3rd. And now, Gail O'Neill is going to talk about the board committee.
Yes.
Come on, Gail. Gail has been on the board for, almost 3 years now? And has, she is such a wonderful example of someone who stepped forward, not quite knowing what her gift was going to be, and then discovered lots of gifts as we discovered them with her.
Good morning. Go down here.
I know, it's 6 and 1/2 dozen of you, right?
So, thank you and good morning. So we have the candidates or nominees coming up. We'll be here for our annual meeting and election in the sanctuary on the 20th of September. That's a Sunday. And so putting the word out there now for anyone who, if it's on your heart that you think you might be interested in serving on the board, you can speak with me or any other board member to inquire. We also have a package that can help explain the different roles and the spirit of service that we have on the board. It's been a wonderful experience. We're looking for 2 candidates. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And then we'd be asking for, there are some questions to fill out in the package. And we would be asking that to be returned no later than August 18th or a little bit before if possible. And I think the 18th is a Monday in August. And Peggy it was lovely to step up for the nominating committee, as well as Anita. Anita's not here right now, but so we're part of the nominating committee, and Megan, of course. And so that is basically it right now. So we'll have some other announcements, in the future too. Okay, thank you.
Okay. When you exit the sanctuary, please do it quietly because the chaplains will be in prayer. And now, let's sing in the kids with We Are Walking in the Light.
Good morning, everybody, on this beautiful day. There's sunshine in my soul today. Doesn't matter if it's gloomy or rainy or whatever. Today was a rare treat. I got to do a unit team lesson, which was really fun. Instead of having Miss Catalina be my helper, she was my subject, my student, the one to talk about things that she brought up. And we painted these beautiful pots that are going to get some plants in them. And while we're doing it, we talked about nature, the nature of life and death, the nature of all kinds of preteen, young teen stuff. And that was so much fun. So it was a beautiful day for me. And I know my little ones will be back next week. Now, let us stand, sing, and pray. Come this way.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches through us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Oh, that's right.